we ask you and encourage you not to put any ban on carrying weapons on county property. We're law-abiding citizens. We go to the trouble of going to a class, qualifying, paying for permit at the sheriff's office, and we feel that a ban on firearms on county property would further remove rights that we have and put restrictions on law-abiding citizens. Also, our club rents the Webster County 4-H facility every year for a gun show, and it's a major part of our income for the year. And a ban on firearms at the 4-H grounds would put us out of business. And we're also the organization that provides the facility for training for the policemen, Fort Dodge Police Department, and the Webster County Sheriff Department. And we provide the facility to the Sheriff's Office and the policemen at no charge. And we'd like to be able to continue to do that. And there are a number of club members here. It's been very well stated by the two ladies that we oppose the ban on firearms on county property. Thank you.
I think I can answer one of your questions about Webster County 4-H grounds. We just give them some money. They're not really affiliated with us. They're the Webster County Extension Service runs that, so any ban wouldn't affect Webster County Fairgrounds. Is that right?
Fair Board runs it.
Fair Board.
It's not our facility.
Fair Board. So we're not.
Does the
It's
county
just because it's
own
called Webster County.
No,
it doesn't
the
belong.
county does not own it.
Okay.
The Webster County Agricultural Association does.
Okay. Thank you.
So we'll put one for you guys there. Anybody else? Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Brad Luke. I would just like to echo the sentiments of the people that have spoken already. I didn't want to beat a dead horse, but I did pass around a letter that's a letter to the editor that I did submit to the messenger yesterday. Hopefully they'll print it soon, as both to address some of your issues and also the articles I've read on other counties in our area that are considering similar regulations. I didn't want to just pass off a letter to you and not give you an opportunity to reply to me if you'd like.
You have anything, Brian? You mean Sheriff? I want to put you on the spot.
Well, as far as, and I can see where some of the people are coming from, because I think some of the shootings that have taken place in other places, if there would have been a law-abiding citizen with a handgun, some of that stuff might have been prevented, or not maybe prevented, but stopped from going any further. The only way, and it's possible if you did something in your ordinance that the county and county employees can legally carry. My concern is if somebody wanted to come in to any of your meetings, walk in, you're not going to stop somebody that wants to do some damage unless you do spend some extensive money and do like Polk County does and keep all guns from the courthouse. So if somebody did come in, you guys run armed, what's going to happen? So I guess my thing is it's no matter what you do, it's a two-edged sword kind of thing. But I think it's I do kind of echo some of the sentiments that they're saying is that legally, if they can carry, then they might be able to stop something if they happen to be, where something's going on. If law-abiding citizens can carry, then somebody else decides to shoot, just to go off the wall and start causing some problems, then maybe they can assist. It's really not a good. I've got more concerned about the permit itself than I do this other. I don't like the way the permit's been done. I mean, and I've already talked to Dave Jeffkes about it, and having a permit and giving somebody and giving them a test that's not standardized. There's people that are giving tests out there that they're not even giving tests. They're just asking questions, they're signing a paper, and boom, they're off. And then somebody that's never handled a gun, not making them shoot a weapon is like giving somebody a driver's license and they've never been behind the wheel of a car. So that's more my concern, and this is something that you guys are going to have to, kind of address in here. And I guess for law-abiding citizens to be able to carry, I just think that that's a good thing. I don't think you're going to be able to stop unless you really secure the building. You're not going to be able to stop somebody coming in, and having a ban on guns, I just don't think that's going to stop. If somebody wants to come in here and cause some problems, they're going to do it. So that's basically all I got to say.
Like I have a permit to carry, when I renew my permit next time now, do I actually have to go out and shoot, or do you renew those without?
You don't have to shoot.
You don't have to shoot. Somebody asked me that question, and I said, I don't know the answer.
There's no more shooting, and that's another thing I don't like. I mean, even on the renewal of 5 years, there should be something. I really wish they would have looked at how Minnesota does their permit, because I really like what they put in it. But yeah.
Minnesota does have a state law. It's not local law. It's all state. State overrules local. Like county cannot put it in abeyance. It's all state.
They have a standardized training and throughout the state, and that's what I'd like to see. I mean, I just can't. It just kind of scares me giving somebody a gun, handing somebody a gun, and they've never given them a permit, so you can carry this, and they've never shot it. And that's not very smart. And so I'm hoping that we've already talked. The Sheriff's Association's already talked with the legislatures, and we haven't gotten anywhere. So then now we're telling the people that if they have problems, they need to contact. And according to Dave Jepkes, he's already aware that needs to be tweaked, but I think it really needs to be tweaked. But I think they're already aware of it, so I think that's something they'll probably end up doing this year.
Mention something. Dave Jepkes actually mentioned that at Exit Issues, that they were going to work at tweaking the legislation so it's a little more standardized throughout the state. So that's already in the works as well.
I just have a comment. The sheriff mentioned that you asked about shooting, and the sheriff can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think to renew your permit, you have two options. You can either shoot or take a class.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Right. So you do have options as long as you're at least 30 days prior to your renewal date.
So to renew, I have to go to class now?
Yes.
Or shoot.
Or
Either
shoot?
one or the other.
Okay, that's actually the same question. So,
Right. You don't have
even
to.
though I've had my permit for 30, these guys have had my permit for 30 years now, why do I have to go in and shoot or take a test again?
If you've had your permit for 30 years, you're going to have to reapply. You're going to have to retake a test, because whether it's shooting and or taking a test, because anything 20 years, you have to be able to prove that you had testing within the last 20 years, and or a DE 214 with the last 35 years.
Did you get that, Lindsay? Anybody else have any questions?
Wally Hands. Basically, I just agree with